Here to talk about certain things than it is to do them sometimes. I don't have my notes in front of me, so I'm going off the cuff here. But follow up from this morning, and something that you can do, an action you can take, is just in your head, or you can write it down if you want. Think about when you talk about the things that when you give advice and talk about things that people should do, are you being a hypocrite? Ooh, that can be rough, right? I call myself out all the time. I am a total hypocrite about so many things. But most of the time, I catch myself. And when I don't, I have friends that are like, dude. And I totally accept it. I'm like, oh, you are right. So get yourself some friends like that. They'll be like, hey, you know what? You're not practicing what you preach. You're not practicing what you teach. You're not doing what you say. Those are the kind of people that you should surround yourself with, right? Those are the people that will make you grow and become who you say you are. If you say you are something or not. So do that. One thing I did this morning, real quick. I'll throw this in there too. I was pretty much a douchebag to this poor lady on the phone. In my defense, I will say in my defense, she sounded really nasty and didn't seem like a nice person at all. But that did not warrant me being a douchebag jerk to her on the phone. So I called her back and apologized for being a jerk. And she still sounded really kind of pissy and not nice at all. But she said thank you I think it's just, this is the funny thing. It's like texting almost. You don't know the intention. You can't hear people. You can't see people. And on the phone, it's a little bit easier, but some people have a tone in their voice a lot of times that they just sound either sad, upset, angry, indifferent, whatever. But maybe they're not. And your perspective of what they are doing and who they are and the attitude they have is based on your perception of your reality. So don't just automatically assume that your reality is truth, because it's not. I do the same thing. So I called her back. She was very nice, in a snotty tone way, and said thank you. But I thought, it made me feel better. I was kind of, all right, it's all about us sometimes. You got to make yourself feel better, but also not be a douchebag at the same time. So think about that. Think about whether you're doing what you say. And if you're not, accept it, call it out, and just move on. Learn from it and be like, oh, yeah. Either stop saying it, stop preaching it, or start living it. That is all for now. It's getting hot in my truck. It's actually a really nice day today. It's not like 4,000 degrees. I'm going to start bringing eggs with me to cook on my hood of my truck. And with that said, have an amazing evening, night, or day, depending on where you're at, because it's better than the alternative.